Mbak Ajeng tadi nggak ada suaranya ya? Video. Halo,
Di aku ada, Bu.
bisa di-try nggak? Try again.
Hold on.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, good. I'm trying to.
Dia, can you hear me, Dia?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear the sound of this video?
No.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
But your voice is echoing. And also, please use the virtual background, Asmina. Yeah.
Is it okay? Now?
Not yet. Still echoing. Barusan yang
Am I audible?
diputar Mbak Ajeng lagunya Bella, tapi keluarnya gambarnya Yuful. Sorry, Tasmina, you can try again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but your voice is echoing. Not clear. Okay, I think we can start this. Sorry, Tasmina.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Password kita দেবা। এই মিটিং পাসওয়ার্ড নাই।
Itu sir, Lelo, biasa.
আমার নাম দিয়ে দেবা।
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Kaspina Chaudhary Tania. Welcome you all in this prestigious occasion. Today is International Women's Day, and entire world is celebrating today, and we are now out of it. We are celebrating this day as our ACSB Bella Award 2024 launching ceremony, including an online webinar to make this day more colorful. In this seminar, we have selected two themes, which are womenpreneurs in food security and womenpreneurs in food tech. Both are extremely co-relevant with our ACSB fundamental spirit, which are people, planet, and prosperity. As food security and food nutrition are the top concern priority in this global arena where our women around the world are closely participating and contributing a great job. In this session, now this is time for seminar session, and initially I'm welcoming Professor Dr. Musaddiq Ahmed Chaudhary, President ACSB, for his introductory speech. Professor Dr. Musaddiq Ahmed Chaudhary.
Thank you, Professor Tania. Honorable founder of ACSB, Mr. Harmawan, respected past president and advisor, Mr. Jack Yao, respected all active members of ACSB, respected all distinguished guests and all other associates. Welcome to ACSB International Women's Day celebration through launching the first ACSB Bella Awards 2024, including this online webinar program. I am showing my extreme honor and gratitude to Arlene and Dia and their all team members for their outstanding contribution to arrange this event by preparing draft for Bella Awards competition outline, awards categories, judging and selection criteria, awarding process, and also a wonderful logo. A very inclusive job done by Arlen and Dia. Without their relentless great effort and contribution, this program could be a dry leaf. I am really grateful to all of them. Ladies and gentlemen, our ACSB Bella Awards is for successful women agripreneurs and their enterprises to recognize and promote them into Asia to the world. ACSB Bella Awards could be an international platform to reveal their all potentialities and creativity through innovation and incubation of their all initiatives. Ladies and gentlemen, agriculture has been a fundamental aspect of human existence since the beginning of civilization, providing food and fostering the development of societies. Agriculture contributes about 4% of the GDP of the world, which is more than 25% for some least developing countries. The world's population is expected to reach 9.2 billion by 2050, and to meet this enormous population's food demand, agricultural production needs to be increased by 60 to 70% from the current level. The agricultural sector is undergoing a transformation, and digital technologies are playing a crucial role in this change. They are helping to overcome the main constraints and barriers in a low-cost and efficient manner, leading to higher food productivity, food security, and financial inclusion. Innovations such as biotechnology, the Internet of Things, IoT, e-commerce, precision farming, and climate-smart agriculture have shown great potential to enhance the sector's overall sustainability and resilience to external shocks while reducing food loss and waste and greenhouse gases. Ladies and gentlemen, food security can be explained as an access by all people at all times to adequate food of good quality for active and healthy life. However, not all people have access to adequate food at all times for active and healthy life. Hunger and food insecurity are widespread in our world today. Food security has also been defined in the World Food Summit in 1996 as the situation when all people at all times have physical and economic access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food that meets their dietary needs and food preferences for an active and healthy life. This definition encompasses four main dimensions of food security, namely physical availability of food, economic and physical access to food, ability of food utilization, and stability of the other three dimensions over time. A sustainable food security status cannot be attained unless all those four dimensions are fulfilled. Women play a crucial role in providing and improving household food security. Women are more likely than men to use available resources and skills to further improve their welfare of their family, especially the nutrition and health aspects. Ladies and gentlemen, enter the realm where technology meets gastronomy, where women entrepreneurs are not just cooking up recipes, they have revolutionizing the culinary experiences. Food tech is a diverse field, from innovative food delivery solutions to food-driven culinary experiences. Women entrepreneurs are now infusing technology into the world of food and create ventures that redefine the culinary landscape. Success in food tech starts with mastering the fusion of technology and cuisine, whether it's developing smart kitchen appliances, creating food apps, or exploring molecular gastronomy. Aspiring women entrepreneurs are encouraged to embrace the intersection of tech and taste buds. Women entrepreneurs are establishing brands to position their food tech brands for industry recognition. Women entrepreneurs in food tech actively engage with the food tech community where they are building strategic connections, collaborating with like-minded innovators, and fostering a supportive network within the food tech space. I am feeling honored and delightful for all your kind and warm presence to make this event more holistic and constructive. I wish this International Women's Day and ACSB Bella Awards 2024 launching ceremony with a great success. Thank you all for patience hearing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Musaddek, for your valuable and informative observation. I am sorry to say our scheduled keynote speaker, Mr. Harmawan Kartoja, is not in here. For this reason, I'm going to start this next session. It is the panel discussion. Here, the moderator of the panel discussion is Ms. Dia Yusuf, Executive Director, ACSB, for moderating this session. I am inviting Ms. Dia Yusuf. Please, it is your floor.
Yeah, thank you, Tasmina. But before we start the discussion, can we have a group picture together with the Prof. Mosadek, with all the speakers here, so we can have a picture in the front. But Ajeng, can you arrange to have a spotlight to all the speakers so we can have a picture, group pictures together with Professor Mosadek also? Yeah. Yeah, thank you. So, Mbak Ajeng or Mas Ardi, you can help for taking a picture, especially for all the speaker first. Then we can have, yeah.
Okay,
Wait, please.
ready?
Spotlight
One.
semua tuh ya sebentar ya. Dipin ya sebentar ya. Wait, I will pin all the speaker here. Then wait.
Already have a lot of them.
Tanya, then we have Ella here. Then we have Professor Salma Sadek. Wait. Is that all here, Nino? Okay, wait. Viral. All here, Mbak Ajeng?
Yes, already.
Okay. Aku belum masuk. Okay. You can count. Smile.
Okay, done.
Thank you so much. So we will move to the station now. All right. So okay. All right. First of all, I'm happy to be here. My name is Dia Yusuf, Executive Director of Asia Council for Small Business. I come from Jakarta, Indonesia. I'm happy to be here in related to celebrating International Women's Day and also launching our first ACSB Bella Awards. So I think Professor Mosadek is already remind us how women play a crucial role in ensuring about the food security, both as a producers and also consumers. So in the context of this panel theme, womenpreneurs in food security, we will explore the invaluable contribution of women agripreneurs to promoting sustainable food systems, enhancing resilience, and addressing the complex challenges of food security. So I'm not alone here. I have my sister Nino Zambahidze, She is a chairwoman of Georgian Farmers Associations, is the umbrella organization in Georgia, which unites more than 5,000 members, farmers from all over the Georgia, with the goal and mission to protect farmers' rights and support them to compete on marketplace and to grow player profitability. Nino also as a G100 Global Chair for Farming, Agritourism and Agritech, and have already more than 20 country chair all over the world. Hi, Nino. Thank you for joining us here. Thank you for support this event. And also, we have here my sister Lori from Shenzhen, China. She is the GM of Youfull Company, provide fertilizer solution, and ACSB have a chance to visit her office while we have a meeting in Shenzhen, China last year. Maybe Mbak Ajeng, you can play the video first before we start the discussion. Thank you. Yeah, this is a very momentum that we can visit Shenzhen, China. Yeah. Okay, so now we want to have a discussion with both of you. It's very honored to have you both here because you are a player in the field. So I have a question already that I prepare for you. So as a women entrepreneur focusing on sustainability in agriculture, how do you integrate principle of sustainability into your business model to address about the food security concern? Maybe before you answer this question, you can introduce yourself. Thank you. Maybe Nino, you can answer this first.
Absolutely. Thank you, dear, for such a great introduction in organizing Bella Award. And it's really immense honor for me to be here today with you and congratulate the whole world with the March, starting March, because it's a women month, I would say. And thank you for the question you asked, because my name is Nino. I represent Georgian Farmers Association, as you mentioned, which unites more than 5,000 member farmers in all over the country, and around 30% are women. So actually, I want to give you one example why I thought that food security and agricultural sustainability is very crucial, because back in 2008, I started farming by my own because my child was poisoned with the dairy products. And it motivated me to move from the city into rural area in the village and live there for 8 years. First, to understand what was sustainable agriculture and what kind of role women were playing in food security. Actually, I have to mention that food security is quite new for understanding for the rural people, because they still mix it with the food safety. And there was a big misunderstanding when we were talking about the food security and the role women have to play, and what is the sustainable agriculture in order to, to motivate and to involve the rural people, because Georgia has a history which was back in like 30 years ago, when after collapse of Soviet Union, 47% of Georgian population became peasants, not because they wanted, but because they had no other choice. So there was a start for agriculture, and each of them had the fragmented land, and it was very hard to produce the quality product and the quantity product. So majority of populations, they own like a half hectare of land, and they were just trying to have only self-sufficient food, rather to the food that can be sold or be exported. So with this aim, I started and I created with my Friends Farmers Association, which became the lobby, I would say, organization to support rural people, women, IDPs, youth, and give them first opportunity to understand the role of the modern technology and sustainable agriculture, as well as the importance of the food security. Because food security is on agenda now worldwide, especially after pandemic. We saw the crucial role of it, and it's not this something that the separately person can do, or non-governmental organization can do, or government do. This is the global thing that everyone has to take part, and everyone has to participate in it, because as we see, the population became 8 billion. And what we see that in somewhere in 20 years we're gonna have a scarcity of food. And this is something that we as a Georgian Farmers Association, locally and globally, are advocating to bring more sustainability into agriculture, starting, working with the government, advocating and building capacity for farmers, delivering education, new technology, and giving them opportunity to access to the finance. So I think this is something which brings sustainability and also somehow preserves food security.
All right. Can you tell us here the farmer in Georgia? Because let's say in Indonesia, the farmer here, we have like a small holding land, something like that. It's not a big land. How about in Georgia, the nature of the farmer, especially for the women who have dealing with that field?
Yeah, actually, we have a small-scale farmers, and the country, Georgia, is very male-dominated and son-preferent. So majority of the assets and land and building belongs in the rural area up still now belongs to a man. So women this is something what we are lobbying as well, because this is also the challenge for food security, because women are working on a land which doesn't belong to them sometimes, or sometimes it also belongs to a government, because still majority of the lands are under the government ownership. So average the land is like maximum 1 hectare that they but we have now different projects starting supporting from government and supporting from private sector, as well as a donor community that motivates people to purchase land or create the agricultural cooperative, which is also a good decision, how to apply for food security. But majority of farmers are small scales. They do not own the big plots on arable lands. But this is something that we are working on.
All right, thank you. So before we continue to discuss with you, we're now moving to Lori. Lori, how are you? Ni hao.
Hello, 你好.
Ni hao.
Can you hear me?
Yes, good, good. So
Good
we have
afternoon.
good afternoon. In this event, we have from India also as well, and we have also from China. We have also from Georgia. So we have also from Australia. So all the world is represented here, actually. Okay, so I want to hear from you, Lori. The same question as a women entrepreneur, because you have the business in youthful, yeah. As a woman entrepreneur focusing on sustainability in agriculture, how do you integrate the principle of sustainability into your business models to address food security concerns? Yes.
Okay, thanks for your question. Maybe I think Nemo, the business maybe is very big, but for our Yufu, we are just a professional, the agriculture manufacturer and exporter. So in our opinion, we think the food security is impossible without our pesticides.
Okay.
Also, for our Yufu, the development, we have sorry, about 20 years, and we keep supply the high quality and the low toxicity pesticides to all over the world.
Okay,
I
you
think that
mentioned,
maybe yes.
sorry. You mentioned that the food security is impossible without your pesticide. Maybe you can inform us what is the best, why we need your recipe to support the food security.
The SP, sorry.
Why we need your products to support the food security, as you mentioned before?
Oh, this I prepared a PPT. If I can share it.
Okay, you can share it.
I try to wait a moment.
Yes. Because maybe you have some innovative product, yeah, to support the food security that maybe you can also inform us here about the innovative approaches or technologies that you have utilized or come across in your work, right? To the potential enhanced food security. Okay, go ahead, Lori.
Yes, if you can see my PPT now.
Yes, we can see this.
Yes. So we want to share some data to show why our pesticides is very important. We want to share the function of the pesticides. As I say, in our opinion, food security is impossible without pesticides. These data, maybe we can, this is all over the world. There are more than 2,030 and 2,300 kinds of disease, pests, also weeds. Yeah, if we go to the field, we can all see this some pests and some grass in the crop field, and also rodents like the rats to harm our crops. The FAO research pesticides use, it can reverse 30% to 40% of the world's total the crop yield. And also, the EPA data shows that if no use pesticides, it will lead a 30% reduction of the crop yield, and also the agriculture, the food, the price will big increase. This is a data of our China situation for the wheat for the width of 93 million hectares in China. So
Okay.
after use the pesticides, yes, it can recover 140 billion kilograms of grains for our China. This is an example. I don't think if this sample is okay for today many friends because they are from many different countries. But this is for Sri Lanka. I think maybe today no people from Sri Lanka, but this is the real situation. We all know. In 2021 April, Sri Lanka government they banned the pesticides, but there are many serious situation followed. So here some data you can all see. About 80% of the farmers they have the weed pest and the crops disease. These problems. Also their countries, the rice production has fallen by 50%. Also caused the rice they need to import from other countries.
Okay.
Yes.
How about in
just
China? I mean, you show about the Sri Lanka, but how about in China itself?
in China, our government they make in China the agriculture is a very important sector for our China government. Also, I think maybe many people, if they don't deal with pesticides, they think, oh, pesticides is poisonous, it's toxicity, but it's not like this. Because now most of the pesticides they are very low toxicity, very low, and also many are very very environment friendly. There is a dose. If farmers cannot bigger than the dose recommend, it will be no problem.
Okay, so your full product is one of the some innovative approach or technology. What do you think, Nino, about the technology or innovative approach to support the food security like this?
Yeah, thank you
Yes.
for your introduction and presentation. And yeah, actually, the farmers are using pesticides and the chemicals, but what we promote is more regenerative farming, because we still believe that people and the farmers, they need education how to use pesticides, because if you do an overdose, it means that you are degrading and absorb, the land absorbs everything, and later it doesn't benefit but it only harms. So what we are trying to promote is for more sustainability, and we believe that sustainability is crucial in agriculture to promote more biodiversity, to promote more regenerated farming, and allow land and the ecosystem to deliver as much yield as it can, because misuse of pesticides and the chemicals for this, for some time, it gives you opportunity to get more yield, but at the end, land is so much absorbed and degraded that it cannot produce more. So, and unless you don't have a proper pest control, you don't have a crop rotation, you don't have educated farmers and aware farmers how to use the pesticides and the chemicals. And in this regard, even we as a farmers association have created the standard for farmers. So we didn't compromise on the pesticides and the chemicals, but what we did is that we standardized their activities, so they know what to do and how to do in order to apply to the international standards, which is a export opportunity for farmers, as well as it gives allowance for them to grow more food and be eco-friendly, and also not to harm health of the community.
Yeah. Okay, so it's the last question in our discussion, while we maybe have some question from the friends here. So, in your experience, Lori and also Nino, what role do women play in ensuring food security, and how can we better support and empower women agripreneurs to address food security challenges? Because Nino just mentioned also many challenges because they are a small farmer, they need to educate, we need to educate them. And I think ACSB can be hand in hand to support the movement. Yeah, maybe who will answer this first about in your experience, what role do women play in ensuring food security?
I think they play crucial role, and if even FAO Food Organization says that they have their women are integral contributors to the global food system, responsible for half of the world's food production. So their role is really immense in that. Now, what we have to do is the first to, and unfortunately, because women are working and they are not registered sometimes that they are farmers, and because because that the husbands are saying that our family is saying that they're farmers, but women do not have proper let's say promotion, and we don't have a whole data what is their share in the global food system and food security worldwide, doesn't allow us to say figures. But we know that the majority women are engaged in farming, and especially in the primary production. So their role is priceless, I would say. And it's not only agriculture, their role is priceless in every sector. What we have to do is to promote more women in business, agripreneurship. We have to deliver them the financial support, because as I mentioned, and Georgia is not exception. I think the worldwide, when I'm traveling, I see the same problem, that women, they do not own the land. So there is a big issue with the financial support. So they can take credits from the bank, they cannot get the access to financial capital. So what I think is that what we have to do is to support them more in education, vocational education, giving them opportunity to access the market, access to financial capital. And also what I see right now, and I think it can be everywhere, that the more women are engaged in agritourism. So which is family owned. So if you are engaged in agrotourism, it means that it directly supports primary production. And primary production is a core support of food security, right? So we see that women are more engaged in the agritourism worldwide, especially after pandemic. We see that tourists, they do not want to go in big cities, they prefer more to go to the villages. And here the opportunity also comes to support them. And we as a Farmers Association even have created the platform called agrogate.world, which is an international platform that everyone can upload their touristic destination and also what they produce, and if they have any master classes there, or if they have any innovation, so they can use this platform. So I think all women have to unite in order to care about the food security, because if we do not feed the population, so we're going to leave behind all kind of professions.
Sorry, Nino, you mentioned about the platform. Can you put in the chat so
Yes, absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
So this got interesting about the agri-tourism. Yeah. So you have experience or the project for this in Georgia.
Yes.
Let's say maybe ACSB, we can have like benchmarking or learning from your project in Georgia for this. And maybe ACSB can also take this and also explore for the Asia.
Absolutely, that would be great. So what we do in Farmers Association, we have a women tailored supportive projects that we work with UN Women, we work with the European Union and the US different donors. So we have specifically created for them different project, which helps them to get their capacity trainings, but the platform allows not only women empowerment, but it allows family empowerment. And we also deal with a project with the prisoners who are women and they are in conflict with law. So we are supporting them as well, delivering the vocational education in prisons, because when they will leave, they move to their rural areas and they can do more businesses. But the platform is unique because it doesn't exist. There is a Booking.com, there is an Airbnb, but only specifically for agritourism, it doesn't exist. So this is which unites now Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and we want to expand it internationally. We have business partners like MasterCard, who is with its corporate social responsibility, helps us to deliver different services for rural people. So it's user friendly and they can upload all kind of information, which allows then international travelers to know what to expect once they arrive in agritouristic destination.
Okay, thank you. And please inform us in the chat so maybe we can explore more. How about you, Lori, in your experience? Because maybe you have some client who buying your product is a women. So what is the role of the women play in ensuring food security, especially maybe you have a client or buyer from your product?
Okay. When I first see this question, first because I have a doubt, because in China seeing women can hold up half the sky. In my appearance and in my opinion, I maybe also in China, I think women and men, they are all very important for the food security. In our China, also there are many girls. They go to the agriculture college and they studied like me. This study the plant protection. This major. And I think, for example, last year in a registration meeting, I met a lady. She found the pesticides factory for decades, and she exported these pesticides to Europe, with very high quality for the FAO standard quality products. So I think men and women, they are all very important for the food security to make the efforts together. Because I'm in the company for just for business, I think if to support our women, maybe children is very important. We must have somebody to take care of the children for us, so we can work. Otherwise, we must have much. We must have some time to take care the children, also their education and the study.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for insight from Nino and also from Lori. This is also opening our eyes to have more cooperation, yeah, for cooperation with you also with within ACSB. Okay, so before we are moving to the next panel, do you have any question from the audience here? Maybe we have also from Australia here and also from India. We have Dr. Tanya and also from Philippines. Maybe you have some question for Nino or for Lori or for Nino. Okay, maybe later. Okay, so we are closing for this panel for the food security discussion. I hope that what we are discussing here can be good insights to explore more how we can cooperate between ACSB and other countries. Thank you so much, Nino and Lori. Back to you, Tasmina. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dia, for your very much constructive session on this topic. Now I'm inviting kindly presence for the Ms. Tania Zurato to moderate our next session on womenpreneurs in food tech with our two honorable panel discussants. And I'm now to introduce Ms. Tania Zurato. She is the chair of Small Enterprise Association Australia and New Zealand. Thank you.
Yes, good afternoon. Thank you very much for inviting me to represent the Small Enterprise Association of Australia and New Zealand to be part of the launch of the Bella Awards for the ACSB. We are very honored to have this relationship, and you know, it is my pleasure to be here to moderate this panel on women entrepreneurs in the food tech sector, and also to introduce our panelists. So women are increasingly, as mentioned in the previous session, playing a really important role in agriculture. And in particular, we're talking in this session about the food tech industry. Women are participating as developers of technologies that are associated with food tech, and also as key users. Womenpreneurs or women entrepreneurs in the agricultural sector contribute significantly to food tech. So food tech embraces different fields and requires different skills. Products are developed in this industry enable food production in an efficient and timely way. Farmers are using customization technology as well as animal monitoring technology to compete in global markets. Others use food tech to develop more efficient ways of growing food or to develop new foods. So food tech also plays a role in distributing food and reducing food wastage, and can also be used or has been used even to personalize food production for consumers. So women are, you know, participating in what is really a very exciting and innovative sector. And it will continue to develop as we continue to face challenges that are, you know, more and more obvious as the 21st century advances. Challenges like climate change, sustainable growth, and among others. So in the context of this panel theme, which is womenpreneurs in food tech, we will explore the valuable contributions of women agripreneurs to promote sustainable food systems and that contribute to the developing field of food tech. So it's my honor really to introduce our first panelist. Our first panelist is Dr. Hiral Raval. She's a specialist in plant microbe interactions and food technology. She is an International Young Scientist awardee by ICSA, and she was the Woman Face of India, or she is the Woman Face of India 2024 by Fox Story India. She is also the founder of Caudry Safe Life Nutraceuticals, and is very committed to wellness driven by microbes and other food tech technologies. So I am really happy to introduce Dr. Hiral. So I'd let you take the floor now, Dr. Hiral Raval.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Tanya, for introduction. And I'm very much grateful to be here and thankful to ACSB. So let me first of all introduce myself. Can I share my slides?
Yes, you may.
Is it visible to all of us?
Yes, I can see them anyway.
Okay. So I'm a PhD in microbiology. And whenever I did my PhD, my title was Prevalence of Salmonella species in raw salad vegetables and their prevention. As Lori said, pesticides is a very big problem nowadays. Okay, so whenever I did my PhD, at that time I come to know that salad vegetables is highly contaminated with pesticides and also with the harmful bacteria and microbes. And I thought the solution in the form of a Cordyceps life. Okay, and the Cordyceps Life Nutraceutical is working with the vision of the holistic wellness for all. And it is also having a mission to coordinate between to gut, mind, and microbes. And we know very well microbes are driven our life and systems. And so Cordyceps Life is having a vision and mission with the coordination safe life with the help of micro and their maintenance. So we are using some technologies also. So here we can say a technology is very, very important in food industry. Okay, and this Cordyceps Life Nutraceutical, we are using the technology in full-fledged way. So this is all about Cordyceps Life, brief introduction.
Oh, thank you. That is very interesting to me because it is addressing a problem that is, you know, pertinent to everyone. So I just would like to, you know, maybe ask you if you could explain a little bit about the innovative approaches and technologies that you have come across in your field. Yeah, just a little bit trying to explain to us. Yeah, thank you.
There is a big problem of pesticides, or we cannot even tolerate a small amount of pesticides because pesticides are leading to the cancerous and almost so many diseases. And also they are very harmful. If you consume pesticides, they are very harmful to our gut microbiomes. And gut microbiomes are carrying so many, we can say our biochemistry is leading by the microbes. And we are disturbing that microbes, and as a result of that, we are getting this kind of diseases. So overcoming that, we need to, or we can say we must nowadays, because we are living in the world which is technology-driven world. Okay, and we cannot avoid technology in food industry also. And that's why we are using we can say microbiome sequencing. This is very advanced technology. And by using that, we can analyze microbes with the help of a sequencing, that is the DNA sequencing methods. And we employ high output to a DNA sequencing technique to analyze the composition and function of a gut microbiomes, first of all. Okay, and this deep understanding allow us to develop targeted formulations, which is nutraceutical formulations. As per the sequencing, gut microbiome sequencing, we are formulating this kind of targeted formulation, and that will optimize microbial diversity, their activity at the optimum level. And overall wellness we can gain after getting this. Second method, or we can say second technology, is the metagenomics technique, and that is also 21st century technique. By using that, we can explore genetic potential of microbial communities and to produce beneficial metabolites, and which is very important. Okay, and that metabolites are, we can say, the raw products, or very, we can say, primary products metabolites are, and that are very bioactive compounds, which are, we can say, our building blocks. And by building blocks, if we disturb in that building blocks, we cannot assume good life or healthy life or holistic well-being. That's why this method is giving a beneficial bioactive compound. These inform our selection of probiotic strains And if we use probiotic along with the nutraceuticals or nutraceutical food supplement, if we're using probiotic along with them, probiotic absorptions, or we can say it will lead to the, or we can say benefit with the absorption of that nutraceutical or food supplement. Whatever food supplements we are taking is not totally absorbed by our gut or gut linings. So somehow some bad bacteria is lining over there, and that is interrupting with the absorption. So if we get this idea about good bacteria in that analysis, then we can get nutraceutical product along with the probiotic. Okay, so we are formulated probiotic along with the nutraceutical product or food supplements, and that strain is specifically selected with the help of metagenomics and prebiotic ingredients. Prebiotics are the ingredients which help or support the growth of a good bacteria in our gut. And gut health and immune function will be, we can assume after all, by consuming that, we can assume that our immune system and our gut health will be happily run, and system will be without any interruption. Third and very important technique is a synthetic biology. Nowadays, with the growth in the AI technology, artificial intelligence, synthetic biology is the next future, or we can say next decade future. So synthetic biology having so many, we can say, future aspects. By using synthetic biology, we can synthesize anything in the laboratory in future. And it is very, we can say, it is not now future, it is a present nowadays just because of AI technology. And synthetic biology, we can harness synthetic biology tools to engineer microbes. We can even engineer microbes, and for sustainable production, microbe utilization is a sustainable production.
Looks like it's frozen.
Can is very much important.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Am I audible clearly?
Dr. Raval, sorry, I just, you froze for a little bit for the last sentence or so, but I
maybe,
think
due to network issues I am facing. So let me repeat some words. So synthetic biology is it is now not future, it is present actually. Okay, by using synthetic biology, we can utilize the pesticide-free, or we can say fertilizer-free or chemical-free agricultural products. With the help of synthetic biology, we can produce anything in the laboratory, in the controlled environment, without any harmful bacteria. Okay, so we harness synthetic biological tools or engineer microbes for sustainable production, and sustainability is very important nowadays to better environment also. And for the therapeutic compound functional ingredients through metabolic engineering, or we can do engineering in that. So there is a genetic engineering techniques also. Pathway optimization. Pathway optimization is the technique by using which we can optimize the biochemical pathways of such bacterial life cycles. Okay, and by this way we can biosynthesize key nutrient bioactive compounds with the help of these microbes, and minimal environmental bad impacts, we can say, not having any adverse impact. So fourth one is a life cycle assessment, that is also called LCA. Life cycle assessment, we can conduct comprehensive life cycle assessment to quantify the environmental footprint, how this microbe is released in the environment, how is impacted to variety of sources, like with the plants, or we can say with the human life, with the animal life, other environmental factors. So by this way, we can track that footprints. And by using that, our products, we can track that footprints. And by evaluating factors such as raw material sourcing, what are the raw materials, what are the genetical composition, actually they are giving bioactive compound with worthy or having some contamination. And then manufacturing processes and distribution, logistic also. We identify opportunities to minimize resource consumption and greenhouse gas emissions. This all we can track with the help of this. Can I give one more technique? We have time for this?
Yes, I suppose. Yes, I want to ask you, because I just want to ask you one more question, that's all. So if you could,
okay.
Yeah.
Let me briefly, I am telling you, that is the
Yeah.
final one is a bioprocess optimization. Bioprocess optimization, by using which we can optimize the bioprocesses. Suppose one processes occur within a 4 to 5 hours, we can optimize them to 2 to 3 hours. So food production, we can increase in, we can say a process can be increased. Duration can be minimized and process we can increase. Or production we can increase by that method. Okay, there are so many methods, but we have some time limit, so we can discuss up to this only.
Oh, yes. I know that is fascinating, and I'm not a scientist or anything, so I understood. I was able to follow, broadly speaking, what you were saying. So it's amazing what can be done, and it's encouraging to see that these new technologies are actually being harnessed in a way that is, good for our health. We've shifted away from, the industrial kind of approach to food back in the, in the 60s and 70s with lots of preservatives, and I don't know, things are shifting, I think, in that area, in agri-tech especially, where we're trying to improve the quality of the food and the diversity as well. We have that issue in the world of, the way food is produced is not having a good effect on our guts and making us vulnerable to all sorts of diseases as a consequence. So I really think it's amazing what you're achieving, and it's also encouraging to hear all the sustainable aspects of it as well. But my question is, for the next question I wanted to ask, and you are obviously very much embedded in this sector as a woman and as a scientist and entrepreneur. But looking around you in your experience, what role do women play in this food tech? How do you see it, and how can we better support and empower women to take up challenges in this industry? So that would be my question.
For women, it is actually challenging. Actually, we can say it is not smooth path for the woman, because as compared to male, women have to play very different duties also. So in India, woman is considered as a goddess of food. Traditionally, anciently, woman is considered as the goddess of food, and all the responsibility to fulfill and nourish the requirement of family food is on the shoulder of a woman. So from anciently, we Indian are very much agree in this thing. That women is without women, we cannot grow in the food industry. So woman is very respected in this industry in India also, also maybe in other countries also. So women with these challenges, they are facing too much challenges in this industry as agripreneur or entrepreneur or a food industry. We can create one network like mentoring them. We can guide them. We can educate them. We can educate them with the new technologies. We can frequently conduct some seminars or webinars like this. We can on-field that we can conduct some trainings for them. So they will get the idea how this food technology we can integrate with our present, whatever they are doing as present, how they can excel in that things. So we can have this kind of mentorship or a networking programming. Secondly, financial support is a very, very important thing. Most of the entrepreneurs are backfooting just because of financial, we can say, this all is a very important thing. Whenever entrepreneur is targeting something, like I want to do this, but the main question arises the financial support. And female always having a financial scarcity, and they have to, means we can say they are almost dependent in almost all the countries and the globe. They are almost dependent on other male characters like a husband or a father or any. So financial support or means we can involve government also. Government should do something for women entrepreneur in agripreneur, because women have the idea how food we can cook and how this nutrition and all are as a mother, how nutrition is important for a growing family. Okay, so this can better understand by women only. So financial support is a very important thing. Secondly, to support these agripreneurs. Third one, education and training, I already told you, because women with decades of experience do not know the technologies which nowadays are running. So many technologies are there which can minimize their workload. Even they can get maximum crop, we can say output with the minimum investment, or so many things are there. Even nowadays, there are technologies with the biotechnology and tissue culture technologies. We can even grow very small area. We don't need any farms or anything else, field or so many bigger areas we don't need. Even in the laboratory, we can cultivate something like mushroom cultivation. Mushroom cultivation is the future now because of the sustainability. And mushrooms are having so many nutritional values, and having one kind of a medicine plus nutrition. It is a kind of a nutraceutical. And that's why mushroom cultivation, and that education we should provide to the female. Secondly, next one is advocacy and representation. Female are very lacking a representation. They know something. They're innerly, they're knowing something. They have the knowledge. But what I have observed is female is not sound. They are not delivering what they're having or what they are doing. They are not participating actively in this kind of events, and they are not delivering what they are doing and what they are needing. So first of all, we should make them sound and make them representable. And for that, we have to provide some platform to them so they can easily and without any hesitation, they can represent themselves, what they are thinking. They can share idea, what they need in their life, and how they can help these kind of food industries and food technologies. And lastly, but not least, we can say collaboration and partnerships. Okay, collaboration and partnership is very, very important, because whenever you have technology and some other person having technology, we can combine them, or we can, with the combination of these two technology, we can do unbelievable. Okay, so this collaboration and partnerships are very important things. So that is also needed. So this is all my suggestions, or we can say my observations, what is needed in these things.
Thank you very much. That was fascinating, a really comprehensive overview of what is needed. I love the goddess of food and the need for, just to rekindle that role, I suppose, that women needs to, very strongly have. But I really must move on, and I would love to, it's my pleasure to introduce our second panelist, and then we can probably have a little bit of questions at the end for both panelists if there's time. But I would like to introduce our second panelist. Her name is Ella Lung from the International Council for Small and Medium Enterprises, Hong Kong. So she is going to talk to us about food tech as well. So my pleasure to introduce you, Ella.
Thank you very much for having me today. My background is a little bit noisy. So I think for there's a close correlation between food tech and also agri-tech as well. So let me share my ideas. Some of you may listen to my ideas before, but I got some little bit update on it. So a little bit about myself. I did a psychological science degree from University of Queensland, and also I'm a young entrepreneur in education technology and art tech. So I'm quite active in Rotary, and also I'm the European Youth Award Ambassador in China as well. That's a little bit background. So we're gonna talk about Asia agri-tech entrepreneurs, and there are some solutions that from different angles that I find out for global food crises, and also technology also are a very important solution for that. So many people are talking about food shortage, but actually when we look at those figures, global food production must be increased in 2050. to meet human needs. Is it true? Is it the fact? So now some challenges like experienced farmer retirement and lack of experienced labor. So how we can do the bridging on this? According to their figures, we can tell world food production, actually the capitals is increasing until 2013 from the graph. And also the total that cropland also increasing. So what's the problem? Maybe there's some gap between inequalities in food distribution and the cost as well. Let's look at the graph. In this one, you can see those capitals food production in China and Africa also is increasing. So there's actually no food storage, right? The quality of land and land use also in high quality as well. So maybe we look at it. There's an overuse of fertilizer. There are some like impact from agriculture that side as well. So overuse of chemical fertilizers, there are agriculture emissions that contribute to climate change. So they're all correlated to each other. So what we can do is improving people access to food. So is there allocation of food distribution and also reducing those harvest loss and waste. So what we can do from that is using technology. So I'm in technology.through. So the solutions for the food tech or agri-tech actually is using artificial intelligence and nurturing those farmers and students, use data analysis, like putting satellites for measurements and big data to maintain a sustainable ecosystem, and also use less course on that. So you can see from the third farming income, this is pretty interesting. Only like most of the country, the figures is decreasing. But only in China and Russia are increasing. We don't know why this is, but the gonna like improve those problem is using what we are doing in Hong Kong and China. So we do put like satellites for measuring, applying like technology to better controls on the product, farm products, and distributable stuff to their community and nurture those farmers. So there are some satellites that we put on for and the farm, and also put all the daughters in their cloud as well, so they can do the measurement. Like those are the satellite samples on the side, and you can see they can from the cloud they can monitor all their like products to see their situation and status to address as well. So also they have a real-time measurement and control on it. Those are examples. We also do it at school, try to nurture the young generation. And that's one of the projects that doing and supported by China government is those lychee, the fruit in China. They're doing like putting all the satellites in the farm, and so make sure they have good condition and good harvest. Another point I would like to focus on is nurture those farmers. So putting technologies that can also reach those sustainable goals as well. And we do organize like some competitions for nurturing young generation, how they can do it in at school for farming, because I think every place has got a limitation. In Hong Kong, we don't have a lot of places for farming, so we have to make use of every drop of water, every resources that we have. Finally, those are the sample that we did from school in grade Bay and classes. Yeah, so that's the end of my sharing.
Oh, thank you very much. That was very interesting and incredible to see the use of technology with combination of artificial intelligence and satellites and data and analytics and things that I think, to my mind anyway, were unthinkable only 10 years ago. So that it's already widespread use is amazing. One question I had is perhaps Ella, I don't know if you're able to give us a little bit more about that program that you showed us the slides of with the students, the school students, like what sort of reaction were they having to this, and how do you see this evolving, going forward, that this use of artificial intelligence and data generated by satellites, and in terms of solving the problems that we have, which is to be able to feed the planet and distribute the food to those that need it, not just some people, but everyone, and all these other issues.
So those like reference that I showed you guys actually have been like doing for like almost 3 years. The feedback is good, but how we allocate the resources is the challenges properly, because I know that from and Hong Kong is different from the other countries, but in China they are facing those people like old farmers, they don't accept new technologies, so they still want to maintain their old patterns, how they do in the old ways. But for in Hong Kong, it's pretty positive feedback from those students. Has and old farmers, many of them are like being retired. So we need some new generation to pick up in this field to narrow those gaps that we are facing, or the challenge that we are facing. Yeah. So mainly I think we probably have to change people mindset by education, and also find a way that to do our sustainability. Yeah, another point that I have been mentioning is like distribute food equally, because there is such a big gap in different countries. Some are they already like food overload, but some of them they are still need some help. That's my point. So yeah, so more like innovative solutions probably is better efficient resources for management in agriculture and technology. Those are like big solutions that we can do for it.
And just one last small, very short question, but are there many women involved in your experience in this, or how is the position of how do you see women involved in this part of agri-tech?
To be honest, because in Hong Kong we don't really focus on our agriculture or agri-tech, but probably we invert more in technology and education.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think for women that role probably is pretty good, like a pretty fair role. Yeah, I guess like in that field probably still male dominate, but yeah, more women are trying to do educations. Even the cases that I showed you is one of their business partner in that company is a woman. So yeah, probably women can do a great impact on it if we invert more to fine-tune more fine details.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Ella. And if anyone has any questions, I suppose I'll wait we can wait a minute or so, but otherwise I will pass it over to the host. I don't think there are any other questions. So thank you very much, panelists. It's been really interesting. So thank you. Thanks for that.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Ms. Tania Zudaro. for the wonderful session. Now we are going to start Bella Award launching event, and I am welcoming Ms. Arlene, the project leader, to host this session. Ms. Arlene. Please unmute yourself.
There. Sorry. Happy Women's Month, everybody, in this particular program right now and those watching. It is with great pride for Asia Committee for Small Business to be launching our Bella Awards on this momentous day. So, before anything else, we'd like to show you a video. Screen sharing. I think we need to do a screen sharing, Abby. Anyway, allow me to move forward while we're having some technical difficulties. What is Bella Awards? Asia Committee for Small Business, an independent organization in Asia, is championing a sustainable growth for small medium businesses towards a better world, bringing Asia to the world. ACSB, not just Philippines, but the rest of the members in Asia's mission is to champion the interests of small and medium businesses with a special focus on women and digital by empowering them to be globally ready. Bella Awards is an award given by ACSB in recognition of outstanding women agripreneur in this industry, anchored on sustainability, people, planet, and prosperity. The Bella Awards aim to celebrate the achievements and contributions of women who have made significant strides in promoting sustainable practices within the agriculture industry by focusing the pillars of sustainability, people, planet, and prosperity. ACSB acknowledges the crucial role these women agripreneurs play in ensuring a balanced and thriving agricultural sector. These women have not only demonstrated their dedication to sustainable practices, but have also shown leadership and innovation in driving positive change. Platform to inspire and empower more women to take influential roles in the agri sector. Allow us to show you our video we've prepared for you. Awards would definitely like to recognize the women who have played the major role in agri. We want to celebrate women agripreneurs, recognize the successful women-led cooperatives or farmer organizations, encourage young people to pursue careers in agriculture, and inspire definitely the next generation of women agripreneurs and leaders. As you have seen earlier, the award has 5 categories. We have the Agri Education Womenpreneur Award. This recognizes and celebrates women entrepreneurs who have made a significant contributions in the fields of agriculture education, enabling human resources such as academic programs, vocational training, and skills development initiatives, among others, also fostered sustainable growth in their communities. Next category would be Agri Fashion and Lifestyle Womenpreneur Award. This award recognizes a woman entrepreneur who owns a fashion enterprise or venture and their achievements and contribution in the agricultural, fashion, and lifestyle industries. This award aims to empower and inspire women who have successfully combined their passion for agriculture with innovative ideas in fashion and lifestyle. But not clothing, accessories, and footwear. Our third category is Agri-Food Tech Womenpreneur Award, contributions of women entrepreneurs in the fields of agriculture, food technology, and agri-tech solutions that demonstrated improvements to on-farm productivity and output. This award aims to highlight the innovative ideas, groundbreaking solutions, and impactful initiatives brought forth by women in transforming the agri-food industry. Our fourth award is the Inclusivity Agribusiness Award, recognizing excellence in promoting equity and access in the agricultural sector. Agribusinesses that have demonstrably advanced inclusivity and equity in their operations, practices, and impact. These agribusinesses have not only shown a commitment to promoting diversity and inclusivity, but have also implemented initiatives that support marginalized communities in accessing agricultural resources and opportunities. And last but not the least, the fifth category would be the most promising agri startup. Here we will recognize innovative and forward thinking agricultural startups that have the potential to revolutionize the industry. This prestigious award highlights the effort of these startups in addressing key challenges in their respective countries and providing sustainable solutions for the agricultural sector. For the general criteria, and for those who wanted to find out who would be able to make it as a nominee, the general criteria are a womanpreneur with business related to agriculture industry, a business at least 60% women owned by local citizens, practices sustainability for the benefit of the people, the planet, and for prosperity. Chosen nominees must be able to personally receive the plaque of recognition during any awarding ceremony, be it in their country or in the regional awards night. At least minimum of 3 years of active involvement in agriculture, an evidence of implementing innovative approaches of agribusiness model that improve productivity, sustainability, or efficiency, and of course, an active participation in organizations, initiatives, or programs that benefit the farming community or promote agriculture. Please note that the screening committee will further review any exception to the rule at any division level regarding the guidelines and criteria. We've made the criteria for judging as simple as it gets. Creative innovation, entrepreneurship, leadership, productivity improvement, and professional management each consist of 25% for each criteria with a total of 100%. Creative innovation would mean ability to come up with fresh ideas that can provide effective solutions to problems in the agricultural sector. The expected solutions will not only have economic impact, but also a social and environmental impact. Entrepreneur leadership would be showing capabilities to see opportunities, take risks, and collaborate with others while still upholding the moral value as a leader. Productivity improvement would be the ability to utilize available resources to produce optimal results, both financially and non financially, while ensuring continuous improvement to strengthen organization performance. And of course, the professional management would be the capability to implement good governance and a reliable management system, starting from planning, organizing, and actuating to evaluation. 100%. The mechanics would be very, very simple. Um, Nominees can be either endorsed from any company, organization, or government. And of course, self-nomination or individual nominations can be done. The judging and deliberation processes would, of course, would be done by ACSB and some partners within national level and then, of course, regional level. For the schedule, we are looking at, of course, this is our launching, and we thank you for everybody who has been with us today as we launch the Bella Awards. We now open our search for country nominees from March 2 to April 15. Now, within this time period, we will be getting all of those nominations per country, and each country, ACSB country member, will be doing their own screening and awarding. By April 20, all the local winners or country winners will have to be then submitted to the regional for, of course, the regional competition. We will be doing a regional judging, which is going to be online by April 25 of this year. And the Bella Awards, first Bella Awards 2024, will be happening on May 2 to 4 in Yogyakarta, Indonesia. We would like to thank everybody who took the initiative to really come up and work on creating the very prestigious Bella Awards for the Asia Committee for Small Business. We are happy to note that we have a project team from the Philippines who spearheaded the creation and the curation of such an award. We would like to thank Pa Hermawan Cartajaya for believing in us, our president, President Mosadak, and of course our Secretary General Ibudia for believing in what the Philippines can do for the whole of Asia. We would like to thank the following people who took really their time and energy to curate the Bella Awards. We have Maria Cristina Oreta, Miss Yayo Javier, Mr. Vince Reyes, Miss Annie Andanor, Miss Sheila Santa Lucia, and Miss Abby Famadico. And of course, with me, Arlene Martinez, your ACSB Philippine President, leading the team. We are very excited to finally be able to do the search and award the women who have made an impactful contribution in agriculture in their respective countries. We thank you and we look forward to your nominations in the near future. We thank you and happy Women's Month, everybody. Back to you, Paul.
Thank you, Ms. Pradin, for your enthusiastic session. Finally, we know the female entrepreneurs play a vital role in economic as well as social status. Thanks again to all our participants and your kind presence. Now I am passing over Ms. Dia to say something and close the program officially. Ms. Dia.
Okay, thank you, Tasmina. And of course, thank you for all sisters here, the speaker, Dr. Hiral Rafal, Dr. Tanya Yurado, Arlene Martinez, and Lori, and also Nino. Also, we have Ella. Thank you so much for supporting this event. Hope that Bella Award can elevate the women entrepreneurs, especially in agriculture. As we have discussion before, that we need to educate, we need to promote, we need to give the access to market. So I think this Bella Award can be one of the event that can include all that we can discuss here already. So see you in our another event with ACSB, and see you in Yogyakarta for May 2024. See you. Bye-bye.